Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here with you tonight, and I am so excited about what we're going to do. If you're here and you'd like to say hello, please do that so I can see it in the comments. And I will this time wait at the end and join you and see if there's any questions I can answer or just to say hello. Tonight, I have a lot to tell you about, a lot to show you. Um, so I think that we should get started. It's August the 24th, and tonight is the Nourish and Flourish kit that we're going to be working with. So I'm going to pull you down so you can see what we're going to be doing. Let me turn first like this, and now I'm going to pull you down. Okay, I hope that you can see that. This is in the middle of my workspace. Here is our new mini catalog, July through December 2022. And it is jam-packed full of items that are just going to be great to work with. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working with the Nourish and Flourish kit. Is here on page 5. And with this kit, you get a Stampin' Up! Lunch bag, which is so pretty. And then you get a card making kit. Now, in the card making kit, there's no stamping and there's no cutting. But there's some pretty cards in here that I'm going to be showing you. And it says right here that for every kit that is purchased for $39, $3 goes to support organizations working to end food insecurity. So this is a kit that is out there to be purchased, and with it, you are helping hungry people. So I'm going to show you this lunchbox. Now, this lunchbox has this, let me see if I've raised you up high enough, this pull party handle. It's made of canvas, and it has this the beautiful flowers that you're going to see in the kit with these little dots all over it. And here's your Stampin' Up! Logo in the bottom. It's pull party. Now, there are 2 zippers. And you can see on the inside, it has insulation. Now, this could be used for a lunch bag, but it also could be used for a lot of other things too, just to hold things in. And I have it up on my shelf because it's so pretty. I just like to look at it. So, here's what I want to show you. I put all the insides of the kit in this bag. We'll pull out what we have here. Now, in it, you get your glue dots. You get your Stampin' Dimensionals. And you get these little pearl embellishments. You get these cutout flowers, die cuts that you can punch out. The yellow, which is daffodil yellow or delight. Shaded spruce, petal pink. The centers are the same as this, which is calypso coral, and this is old olive. And here we have pool party. So we have these. Then we have a sheet, and this is adhesive backed. They're little scalloped strips here to put on one of the cards, as this is for another set, and this is for the other. There are 3 different cards in here. Then we have our cutouts for the sentiments, and you have it in quite a few languages. It has, let me get to one that hasn't been punched. Just saying hello. I appreciate you more than you know, and I'm just so lucky to know you. So that's what these are. Now, I want to show you, I went ahead and put some of these, three of them, one of each, together. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you how this is embossed. I hope you can see this. This is the first card, and it goes with, and I'll show you why this is the case. It goes with this pool party envelope and this pretty embossed card front. The next one is this, is like a knit stockinette knitting on this particular card front with the shaded spruce. And I just love the way they've done these cards, the envelopes. Then this looks like the tiles in one of the stamp sets in the catalog, the annual catalog. And with it, you have the petal pink envelope. Okay. And of course, you have the directions for making your cards. Now, I'm going to show you what these cards look like already made. Okay, your first card, well, I think I'm going to show you because I have moved cards. Oh, here they are. They're right over here. Okay, here's the first card. I appreciate you more than you know. And this is the one with the scalloped edge, and it's on the knitted front with the shaded spruce. So you can see why I paired it up with that, because of the leaves and with this strip here. Then we have the pool party, just saying hello. And this is the Daffodil Delight, pool party, old olive, and then the Calypso coral here. And of course, I matched it up with this because of that strip that is pool party. And then the last one that has the tile embossed on it, I'm just so lucky to know you. Daffodil Delight, shaded spruce, Calypso coral, this petal pink, and of course your embellishments. And that's why I paired it up with this. But now, if you look, every one of these cards, that would work with that. It would work this. It could work with this because there's the petal pink in the leaves there. This one, I don't know that it would do so well with this color, not unless these leaves were darker. So I'm not going to say that that one could be interchanged, but this could definitely go with that one. And it also could go with this one. So these cards is very versatile, what you can do with it. Now, what I wanted to show you is, after looking at these, I decided I wanted to use each of these as a template to make my own card. So, for this one, I came up with this idea. Now, what I did is I used the color and contour die set to create this, and I think I did that in a soft succulent, as a matter of fact, the shaded spruce, and then I just did a little strip of white, and I cut a rectangle of white cardstock, punched out the corners here with this little punch that is probably old as Methuselah, and then I did shaded spruce leaves, and on this I did Pacific Point flowers and Daffodil Delight. Now, what I used for that, I used, let me find it for you. True Beauty, and I used this stamp for these blue flowers. And these leaves were this right here. These little flowers came out of this stamp in Framed Occasions. And all of these are in the annual catalog. Okay, so then these little pearl dots I used are in the annual catalog on page 141, and I used the smallest of the iridescent pearls basic jewels. Okay, so that's that card. We'll slide this one over. Now, wouldn't this be pretty with that? And it could go with this. It's not going to go with this. But anyway, here we go. Here's that one. So we'll slide this out of the way. Now, for this one, I came up with this card. And instead of for this one, the embossing was the gingham. Let me find that thing. The gingham embossing folder. And it seems that I have hidden it from myself right here in the annual catalog on page 176. Okay, so we come back to this one. Now, this is what I did right here. I used the True Beauty stamp set. I used this flower for this balmy blue flower here. This polished pink flower is this stamp set. This shaded spruce is this stamp set. Now, this flower is the one I showed you before in right here. It's in the same stamp set. This one right here. So I just punched these out after stamping them and used a polished pink strip. I used a square and then a smaller square, and I used the layering squares to do this. These little gems came from the Glossy Dots assortment right here. And they pick up that balmy blue beautifully. And it's on page 143 in the annual catalog. Now, this lattice work, oh, it is so pretty and makes such a beautiful card front. And it is the Organic Beauty dies. And here it is right here. And when you do this, all these little diamonds just pop out everywhere. But it makes a gorgeous, as you see, a gorgeous card front. So that was the one that I used to mimic this one. Okay, so we'll slide that one to the side. Now the last one, Just Saying Hello. Here's what I did to mimic this one. Once again, I used the True Beauty, but I used Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia, Melon Mambo. I think this is the Soft Succulent, and this is the Shaded Spruce. Now, the embossing on this, I wanted to use the one in our annual catalog, the Posy, the Pretty Posies. And I've ordered it, but it hasn't come in yet. So my substitute for that was one that I had from years ago before Stampin' Up! Became an important part of my life. And it was this floral embossing folder right here. So it has, I used it in many, many, many occasions. And it filled in for me today. This, once again, was the iridescent pearls. So here we have the one that I copied for this, using this template. Okay. Then I decided, okay, what if I used these cards that you just saw? Let's say this one and this one. Let me move all this so you can get a good picture of it. And this one. These are the cards. Nope, 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 nope. That one's not. This one is. I was using mine when I did this one. And I thought, what if I made some little 3x3 cards? So that's what I did. What I did for this first one, I got petal pink as the background. And then I just used these same colors in this. Then I decided I wanted to use these colors. So I made this one. Now these would be gift card or just whatever you want to use it for. But I normally use them for gifts, and also for when I go and have a medical treatment, which is frequently. I will give the people who took care of me one of these. This one has these colors. And then once again, I did a fourth one that had these colors. So using a card as a template can really help you create a lot of different things. You'll pick these up. Now, what I want to do tonight is I want to make a card using this. I'm not going to make it as they have guided us to make it. I'm just going to use their supplies to make it, and I'm going to be cutting some of this up. Now, that hurts my heart, but you can make some gorgeous cards. If you have, I finished, these are the ones that I want, and I am now going to use the rest of this to create another card. So what I wanted to do is I got the white cardstock, and I am going to, I've cut it 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4, and now I am just burnishing it on both sides so it will lay flat. And I took the lattice die out of the True Beauty die set, and I want to adhere this. Now, I want to tell you, when you adhere this, you got to use glue that has a fine tip. And for that, I am using my art glitter glue. I have ordered from Stampin' Up! The little bottles with a fine tip for gluing. But there again, that order has not arrived. But I decided that I would go ahead and share anyway, even though I don't have everything that I had planned. So, and I really did miss sharing with you last week. I was sick, and it took me a little while to get back where I felt like I could do it. I had hoped to do it Friday night, but I wasn't able to. And this has worked out because we had an extra Wednesday in the month. So I did try to use an adhesive sheet to cut this out with so I could pull the backing off and just hear this with the adhesive, but it tore the lattice because it is so delicate. Okay. See there. All right. Now, there we go. All right, so I've got this. Now, what I want to do, like I said, is make a birthday card. And these sentiments, if I can find where I put them. Well, let's see. What did I do with all that? My gracious, it was right here in front of me, and now I've misplaced it. How can that be? Okay, where are you? What did I do with you? That's crazy. Oh, here they are. They were under the little cardboard that it comes in. The sentiments don't give me that option. So what I decided to do is I am going to pick one of these that will fit into what I'm creating, which I'm not really sure yet. And I'm going to cut a piece of white cardstock with that sentiment stamped on it and paste over it. So the sentiment, what did I do with it? Right here. Peaceful Moments is in the current catalog on page 29. And I love this sentiment set. It has some really pretty sentiments. But I'm going to be using this one, Happy Birthday. So I've already used it previously. And I'm going to pull out my stamp block. And I learned yesterday or the day before that you can clean these stamp blocks with magic eraser. So that is a job for me in the next few days. Okay, that still is not quite right. Let's see if all right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull in this little sheet right here. And let's see, I think I want to use, I think I want to use this pool party. And I'm going to place this right here, like that. Okay, so then I think I'll use this shape because that seems to fit on there. And Happy Birthday will fit just right. So I'm going to pull this paper up. And I'm going, let's see, they used Petal Pink as the border. And then they used the shaded Spruce. I think I'm going to use shaded Spruce as well. So I've got that right here. And I'm going to test it out first. Yes, it makes a really pretty impression there. So let me get this straight. A little crooked, I think, but it will work. Okay. So I'm going to close this back up. Now, this would go on here like that. Can you tell the difference? There's a difference in the color of this. Huh. Isn't that unusual? All right. Here's the other thing I wanted to show you. My stamp chamois. I put it inside, it's Stampin', and I put it inside this case. And now I can just clean my stamp and close it back up. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to put Happy Birthday back in here. And let's see. I am going to now get some greenery and some flowers. I think I want a yellow. No, I think I'd rather have the coral. Let's have that petal pink and the coral. We can have some, here's a little one. Here's one of these. And maybe the yellow would work. Put it like that in here. And then we can put another yellow, maybe underneath like that, and a smaller calypso coral. But then I would definitely need a pool party. So there's only one size of pool party. Okay. Now, let's get some greenery. This will pull some yellow in again. Let's put this in, coming out like that. Here's a little, would be too much, I think. So here's that. And I can pull out another one of these. Maybe place it up in there. And here's another one of these. That might go over here, like that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. But now, I'm going to do something else. And I may regret it, but I'm going to try it. Okay, I'm going to take my Petal Pink Stampin' Right marker. And I'm going to use this pen bullet in. It makes a very light line. And I am going to come down here and on my corners, like this, to give it just a little bit of color. Now, what I can do, I don't want to use the edge of that one. I need a, well, I'll do that. I can do this. I can put this down. Draw a line. Okay, wait a minute. I need better go from this direction. Oh dear, I went over. Now, you know what? I'm going to carry it all the way over, and I'm going to do that over here too. Like this. Like I said, I may regret this, but Oh dear, I am going to regret it because I just did mess it up. Okay, I need a ruler or something that's going to work a little bit better. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to stamp happy birthday one more time. Let's see, where are you? Here you are. And here's my stamp book. And I'm using, you know, the colors. Yes, Shady Spruce will work. Now this is, I'm lining it up, making my impression. Yes. Okay. A little crooked again. I always get it crooked. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better. We'll use one of these. This is I think it's in German. So well, it's just not working for me tonight. My goodness. We'll try it one more time. I'm gonna run out of these. But I can always cut a new piece. All right, so there we go. All right, so I'm going to use this piece, and I'm going to put that aside, and I am going to put that aside. I'm going to just go around here like that. I'm going to go around here like that. Okay, now, with luck, I can line this up. Okay, I'm going to do it here. Okay. This takes concentration. And then here. All right, here we go. Now, there we go. Now, we're going to put this on our card right here, and I am going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals to do that. That is, if I can tell you what, I have such a mess here. Gracious. Okay, here they are. So I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensional in the corners. And I'm going to put one in the center. Okay, let's see if I can get these things off. I'm not like other people who can get them off and hold them and put them all in the trash can at once. I find these things everywhere, like I've told you before. Okay, let's make sure the card's open in the right way. Okay, we're going to stick this down in the center. Okay, there we go. Now, we are going to now start putting our flowers and our greenery in. So, let's start with this big peach flower. It will go underneath, I think. Like that. So I need to get my glue. Well, see if this one will work. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to slide that up and sort of overlap that label there. And then I'm going to put maybe that one on top. So I'm just going to put it on the bottom part. And I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensional, if I can get it, on this top part. Yep, there we go. Well, there we go. Now, and the reason I did that is because this is so much higher. So I don't know if you can see, but there it is to keep it in place. All right, so now I think I want a pool party one right there. So we're going to get this pool party and put it right there on the edge. I don't know what that is. Alrighty, so now we got to get some greenery in there. So I'm going to slide this in. I think I'm going to slide it in. Well. You can stick out right there. This one, maybe we can add a little bit more greenery to it right there. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little glue right there. That should hold it in place. Then this one, right there. I might need a Stampin' Dimensional right there. And what I'm going to do, because this is a narrow space there, I'm going to use my scissors and cut a piece of the side. And I'm going to put this right here. Let it down a little bit. Pull that off. Of course, I should have done this to begin with, but I really thought it would be okay. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want to put this one, might go right there. Right here. With a smaller one of these right here. We got the same colors, we're just using them in a different way. And that one needs a Stampin' Dimensional too. So I'm going to put this, and what I'm going to do is just take the sticky off of, it's already sticky on one side. I'm just going to take the sticky off the other side and put it right here. There. All right, now I want that pool party one. Come on. There we go. And we'll put it right there. Now, once again, I should have done this. So I'm going to take this Oh, go away. Stick that right up into there and there. Now, there's one advantage to doing it that way is that you will make sure that you put it in the right place. Okay, so now we're going to put this little flower with the greenery. I'll slide it up in here, maybe. Now we can do it like that. And then this one, little piece, can go right in here. Well, my hands are so sticky. Right there. Okay. Now, I like that. Let's see, how would the eucalyptus look? No, I don't think we need to add anything else to it. I think it is about what it needs to be. Let's see. We could add green flowers. Let's see what it looks like to add a green flower. Well, let's clip this one. If that adhesive was, that dimension wasn't there. My goodness, I can't get hold of it. There we go. Right there, like that. I do like that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to glue that down right there. Now, let's see about, this is a tiny one. I want a bigger one. Where are they? Right here. And I want to put one right in here. It just sticks like that. Way too much glue there. It either comes out like crazy or not at all. Okay, so there we have a birthday card, which I like it. So what I want to do now is I want to make a gift tag to go with it. And here we have, this is a 3.5 by 6 score, no, 3 by 6 scored at 3. And I'm going to, I've got Nourish and Flourish Kit spread everywhere. Here it is. I'm going to burnish the sides, the edge right here, the crease. And now I have a little bit left, which is 2 7/8 by 2 or 1 7/8. Let's see. Let me measure to make sure. It's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay. So what I want to do now with this one, I want it to match or go with this card we just made. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll get the evening. No, let's go with the pool party. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this envelope. And it has some really pretty paper in here, so why waste it on the inside of an envelope? Okay, so I'm going to cut slide this over. Open this up. I'm going to cut this 2.5 by 2.5, which might that's 3 right there. So I'm going to get it. I'm going to cut this I'm going to make this straight. I'll get a straight edge right here, just to the crease. And then I'm going to clip this off on that crease. And I'm going to measure 2.5 right here. However, yeah, that was straight. Now, 2.5 here. Okay, it's got little fuzzies that I'm going to get off. So that's 2.5. Something looks a little wonky there. Let's see. Two and a half. It's sort of tearing. And I don't really want that to happen. Let's see. Okay, this work. Just work right here and then put this over it. No, it's just, that's not going to work. We need a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to cut this. And that was a nicer cut. And I'm going to cut, ooh, that didn't work. And that didn't work so great. It's just not cutting. I'm going to try it again right here. All right, that cut. So now we got a square edge right here. So I want, let's say, 2 3/4. You just have to go very slowly. And 2 3/4. Okay. Now we put that down. Oh my gracious, my finger is bleeding. But it'll cover that up. Okay. Get my liquid Band-Aid. Oops. I have to use this quite frequently because I have a skin condition that makes my hands crack and bleed. And so liquid Band-Aid is my friend. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Here we go. And I'm going to rub my finger across these edges, see if I can get rid of the fuzzies. We're going to glue this down like that. Okay. Now, then the decorative piece will go like that. Alrighty, so here we go. We can just see our pool party. All right, now what I'd like to do is I want a band going across here, and these cutouts or strips right here. It's going to be a little bit big for that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take a piece of Calypso coral that I've already got cut in a strip here. And I'm not sure that, yeah, that's a straight edge. And I am going to make it thinner and cut it 3 1/2 so it will go all the way across. No, 3 that is. Okay, so here we go. We'll put it like that. And on this one, I am not going to have anything on the outside of it. I'm just going to write on the inside. Okay, now let's get, here's a little flower. And here's one. Here's a pool, well, got sticky stuff on my fingers. Here's a pool party. And we can see how the yellow goes. We can make a cascade of flowers. Just scooting down like this. Well, now, is my finger still bleeding? It must be. Goodness, let's take that one off. Okay, so we got this one. No, well, I don't know where the blood's coming from. I'm sorry. Let me wipe my hands. It's still coming from my thumb. So once again, I'm so sorry. This stuff works great though. I just didn't get it all the way across it. And you also have to give it time to dry. Alrighty, so now I've got the Calypso Coral and the Daffodil Delight, and I want a pool party. There. Now, and this does mimic, or at least it looks like it goes with, this card. Now, I got to go to the other card in order to get some greenery. And what I want to do is use that tiny little flower and maybe this tiny little flower. See these tiny little leaves? We can put, I think I better glue this down as I go with all my stickiness. That and then that. All right, let's do that because no matter what, I've got sticky everywhere. All right. And then this bigger flower right here might help. So we're going to glue this down right here. We're going to put this one, I think, right in here. Daggone it. My gracious sakes alive. Right there. Well, now my glue's not working. It is a time in this world, as my grandmother would say. Okay. Let's come back to over here where I got more punchies. Okay, let's try this. Let's get this one. Get rid of that one. And let's put some glue on this one. Now, I'll put him right in here. Like that. Then I want to have one of these right here. And I think I'll put that one right here. And then the pool party one can go right there. This is a sticky situation here. Okay, get back under there, please. All right. Then I want to take these little leaves and stick them up right in there, like that. Now, this. I'm going to wash my hands, wipe my hands. Now, the one thing that we didn't do on the card over here that I think we can do on both of these now is add embellishments. And I am going to, this has got the little pool party color. Let's see. That's blue. And in the jewels, right here. Nope. Yep, right here. Holiday rhinestones. These are no longer available, but they are some that I had in my stash from the past mini catalog, I believe it was. And they've got this pool party color that will work just right. And I want to add that. I can find my little, here it is, my take a pic tool. And I'm going to put a gem, well, let's see, let's put one up here, right there. And we can put a gem down here. And we could put one right up there. And there. Now, we have a gift tag that can go along with this. Now let's put some gems on this. I think the same gems would be pretty. Why don't I put one right there? It just seems that the gems just finish it off. Just make it special. It really does. Okay, and now let's take this bigger one and put it over here in that. Okay, so now I've got my birthday card and I have the gift tag that's going to go along with it. Okay, so we did a bunch. I made a mess, even cut my finger in the process, but I think that we ended up with 2 pretty cards, and there's still stuff to make a lot more. So I hope that you will check out this Nourish and Flourish kit, and that you will get it, enjoy the lunch bag, and make some beautiful cards. So I'm going to pull you up, and I want to say thank you for being with me. It has been a pleasure sharing with you tonight, and I am so thankful that you're here, whether it be in the replay on YouTube or Facebook, or whether it is right now in and during the live. If you are here and you have some questions or comments, or just want to say hi, I am willing to help in any way. Just send me a message, and I'll wait for a few minutes to see if you need anything or have any questions concerning the cards we made today. Hi, Pauline. Thank you for being with me today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the Nourish and Flourish kit and some of the things that it can do. So if you do have questions, all you have to do is contact me at cindyscreativecards@gmail.com, or you can leave me a message on Facebook. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the cards, and minus all of the mishaps, and that you will make some beautiful cards too. So I want you to dream, create, and share. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye.